going around talking about whether Haitians are Latinas or not. And geographically, there's no argument that Haiti is a Latin country. Geographically, Haiti is in Latin America. But a lot of people, due to racism and colorism, a lot of other Latin countries don't claim us. People who normally identify as Latina or Latino are usually the people of Hispanic descent. When you look into Latin culture as a whole, it's kind of different from Haitian culture. One, let's start with the language. Most other Latin countries speak Spanish. Now, whereas in some parts of Haiti, some Haitians speak Spanish, it is not our national language. And culturally, our music also doesn't sound the same. The food, the people, the teachings, everything is a little bit different, right? Now, even though Dominican Republic and Haiti share literally the same island, it's not even a real line that separates Haiti from Dominican Republic. And I don't think it's like even a real line that separates Haiti from Dominican Republic. Picture this line right there. Let's say this side is Haiti and this side is Dominican Republic. That's literally how it is. It is as simple as, now I'm in Haiti, now I'm in Dominican Republic. It's the same island. Except the Dominicans were colonized by the Spaniards and the Haitians were colonized by the French. So we speak different languages. And because we're separated, our cultures, even though you'll find similarities, it's still kind of different. Now, because of colorism, like I said, and racism and all of that, people don't want to identify Haitians as Latinos or Latinas. And as a Haitian girl, I just want to say, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. It's like 10 Haitians out here who really care about identifying as Latino. Like, we have so much Haitian pride. Like, bitch, I'm Haitian. I'm not Latina, bitch, I'm Haitian. I don't want to identify as Latina. I want to identify as Haitian. And because of Haitian pride and knowing my Haitian people, we never beg for acceptance. We never beg for anybody to, we don't give a fuck about that shit. So, I'm telling y'all, it's like but 10 Haitians out here who's like, but we are Latinos too. And the rest of us, I promise y'all, we don't miss no sleep over that. We nous haïtiens. It's like, no, recognize us, view us. We are Latinos too. Geographically, yes. But why are we fighting for this identity? Why would we do that? We were the first free Black republic. Being Haitian is the flex already. But I don't.
Hello guys and welcome back. How are you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in. Let's jump into today's video. This is trending on the internet right now. People are asking, should Asians identify themselves as Latino? Because the Latinos are still looking for an allies. The Latinos are still looking for people that we protest alongside with them. We all remember the African Americans community said, nope, not this time. We are on vacation. Now Latinos, they are still looking here and there. Now they say, we remember Asians are Latinos. Now the Haitians are coming out. The back and forth is crazy, but I am going to be rolling you some tips right now for us to learn. Yes, for us to learn something right here. How do you guys feel about this? Should Latinos still be looking for allies that are going to protest with them? You know what? Let me roll your details. You can add your comment down there as usual. Please, let's restrict ourselves while we do so. Let's roll the tape.
They said leave Haitians out of it. Lord have mercy. So I'm scrolling on TikTok and I am looking at all of these videos of the protests that have been happening out here in Puerto Rico against ICE, against Trump, deportation, all that good stuff. In case you didn't know, there are huge communities of Dominicans, Haitians, and other groups that live here in Puerto Rico on the island. So I'm watching this video. Everybody's outside, in solidarity. They're holding up the Puerto Rican flag, but they're also holding up Dominican flags in solidarity. They're holding up Haitian flags, etc., etc. Why did I decide to scroll through the comments? Not for real. Like, why do I do that? Because the comment section is like, first of all, it's usually like where all the entertaining shit is happening, but it's also where all the dumb shit is taking place. And it's just like, so anyway, there's a bunch of comments from different Haitian people, and they're like, leave Haitians out of it. Now this. And it's like, you're not FBA. Like, stop with the FBA talking points. Like, you're not FBA. FBA don't even fuck with you. FBA don't fuck with you. Mind the Caribbean's business right now for just 5 minutes. You can't use the talking points of the people that don't fuck with you. Like, that's actually insane. And it's just like, okay, so you don't want solidarity. Like, you don't want people advocating for it. Like, because they're here. They live here. We're not making this shit up. And they're actively getting deported. Like, it's not just happening on the mainland. Like, motherfuckers is getting swept up and getting brought back to Haiti and brought back to DR, etc., etc., etc. So, you don't want us outside? Like, should we go home and mind our business? Because Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. So, I know Puerto Ricans aren't exempt. We not out here with the complexion for the flexion, or at least most of us aren't. I ain't. But it gets to a point, like it really gets to a point where it's just like, it's giving misery. It's giving misery. It's giving misery. And listen, I would say that's not really our type of time. Like we never gave or staying in the house. Puerto Ricans never stayed in the house and minded their business, okay? We love a protest. We love an outside moment, okay, historically. So it's just like, it's just too much. It's just too much. And this is a great time to remind you guys that Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans cannot vote for the president, just so you know, shouting you, because I know some of you resters don't read. But we did have a mock vote here on the island, and 80% of folks voted for Kamala. Okay? Even though my good sis is Indian and Jamaican and was talking that shit on native land, talking about don't come here. Yeah, she said that. I didn't forget. Personally, I didn't forget that. But yeah, I'm gonna let you get back to resting. You resting that brain a little too much though. The brain is overly rested, okay? Needs a little excitement. Crack a book.
Afro-Latinos, Latinas, and Hispanic people. This got to be a very interesting time for y'all because we know that you guys have always experienced discrimination no matter like where y'all go because of the fact that you have that Afro-centric feature. But it's like, how are y'all feeling now that all of this ICE rating stuff is going on? Because the ICE people, the police and the cops and everybody that's working at the military, they're not going to look at you as an Afro-Latina person or Afro-Latino or Hispanic. They're going to just see you and be like, they're going to think you're Black American if you don't open your mouth and have an accent. You know what I'm saying? They're going to think you're from here. And then if you're not documented, or even if you are a citizen, it's just like, how do you feel about that? Because I know that if you are Afro-Latino, Latina, or Hispanic, you probably live amongst that culture. So you're going to see a lot of those people around you, and you're going to be seeing them get locked up. But you literally, like, do you feel like you could just stand there and watch that? Like, I mean, not stand there, like, you're not going to do nothing. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not afraid. Are you as afraid of ICE and everybody? Like, you know, do you really feel like, dang, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm sitting here thinking this is probably the one time that is beneficial for y'all to be of African descent in America. Like, I know that's so weird to say, but it's just like, dang. Is anybody else thinking that? I can't have been the only person that had that thought. I don't think I have. Like, somebody else got to be thinking the same.
To speak Spanish and Creole, you realize that a lot of the words in Creole are either similar or even the same as words in Spanish. For example, the word easy in Creole is fácil, and the word easy in Spanish is fácil. The word difficult in Creole is difícil, but the word difficult in Spanish is difícil. It's a different accent, but it's still the same word. Another word, feet in Creole is pie, and feet in Spanish is pies. The verb to think in Spanish is pensar, but to think in Creole is penser. Very similar. A lot of people think that Creole is just a broken French, but it's actually its own official language that takes words from French, Spanish, the original Taino language, and many languages in Africa as well. Although we are not Hispanic, we are still Latino. A lot of our words are Latino words. They come from Latin. I just really don't want to hear that Haitians aren't Latino, because we are. Latino and Hispanic are not the same thing. And that's how Christian.
Isn't this getting interesting? Credit to the creators for giving us the opportunity to add our comment today. Add your comment down there if you can. It is free, but this is getting interesting. As we all know, the Latinos, they love to be closer to being white. They love to be closer to being white. According to the last election, they had the opportunity to prove that they indeed in support of African Americans, of the blacks, but they chose overwhelmingly voted for President Donald Trump. Now that this administration is, doing what we know they are doing to them, you know what I mean? And they begged for blacks to join them in protesting, and black says no, not this time. We are on vacation. Now they want to move to the way the Asians. Now the Haitians, we all know Haitians have been Latinos, but the Latinos never really claim, or do Latinos forget what Haitians are? They ain't close to be white. They are close to be black. They are not close to be white. They are close to be black. They are in between, you know what, a mix and black. They mix and white. So I don't know why now that Latinos finally embracing the Haitians, just because the African Americans said, we ain't protesting with y'all. You know where I said this is getting interesting? It is getting interesting. How do you guys feel about this today. Go down there in the comment section if you can. Thank you to all my return subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, please do not forget to do so you too will know this kind of content is appreciated. I will catch up with you guys in the next video.